The Witch Queen expansion is now free for anybody until the release of Lightfall. As today is the 23rd and Lightfall launches on the 28th, for the next couple of days, the Witch Queen expansion will be free. So all of the 14 exotics, the armor, the weapons, the legendary campaign, the strikes, the missions, everything will be free. Again, it's amazing to have a big expansion, a major expansion like the Witch Queen, to just be free before another expansion. And it was something that just came out of nowhere, realistically. So, pretty awesome. We just did a guide on the Austria-Striga exotic SMG, and now we will be covering another exotic, being the Parasite grenade launcher that you will be able to obtain as soon as you finish the campaign. So, let's get right into it. So, I will be talking about the exotic grenade launcher Parasite. And Parasite is one of those exotic grenade launchers that fires hive worms at your enemies, which explode on impact. It uses heavy ammo and deals tons of damage to justify its use. The unique perks of this weapon, Worm's Hunger and Worm's Bioproduct, encourage you to kill enemies prior to killing off a worm, increasing its size and damage, and taking damage from said in turns and powers your weapons for a brief period. Parasite is all about clearing small enemies before unleashing a violent explosion, harming yourself in the process, charging your other weapons, and again, it's one of the most powerful, hard-hitting exotics that you could possibly have. I believe next season we'll have a grenade launcher buff, and Parasite will be in that. So you might see Parasite in the meta going forward into Lightfall. Now let's talk about the exotic quest. So as soon as you finish the Witch Queen campaign, you need to speak to Ikora Ray at the Enclave. She will give you of Queens and Worms exotic quest that you will be able to start to get this exotic. She's going to ask you to go to Marasov in the Enclave, literally right next to her. Basically, just go down to the Enclave, the crafting table, and go a bit further down, and you will see, of course, an exotic tab that will show you, and you will play out a cutscene with Marasov. She's going to tell you to go play one of the new strikes, the Birthplace of the Vile. It's the other strike that you didn't get to play yet, so go and tap on it in the Destination tab. It's easy, up north of the Throne World, be able to tap on it. And as soon as you do that, you just progress to the new strike. It's pretty awesome. After you kill the final boss, you will see a deep sight ability right next to the chest. Just interact with it. It's going to tell you to go a bit later, to a little bit of a new area, and that area will, of course, be where you place your first hive worm in that little altar, and that will give you the next step of the quest. After completing Birthplace of the Vile, visit Finch. Finch is located in the Throne World, right next to the Quagmire landing zone. He's going to tell you to locate a cryptolith. I can't say this name at all. Cryptolith ruin in the Temple of the Cutting, which you did see in one of the missions in the campaign. So the cryptolith will be appearing just north of you. Of course, you could set this quest as an objective. Big tip, by the way, it will tell you really where to go, a lot of it. But you'll be able to go down there, and yeah, basically you fend off a load of hive, even some lucent brood hive, before getting the cryptolith. It's not a too bad place, but there you go. The next step is to charge the cryptolith, so you basically need to kill 100 scorn in the Throne World, easily done with the new scorn public event in the Quagmire, and can be doubled with your Finch bounties too if you have a few to spare. Next, you're going to locate and complete the Plunder? What are these names, dude? The Plunger Lost Sector. If I said that so wrong, I apologize. I hate these Lost Sector names. So basically, you're going to have to do a Lost Sector, and it can be found in the Floor-Scenting Canal of the Throne World. I'll put an image on screen if you want to know where it is. As well as the exotic little icon will be there as well, if you didn't notice, because you're doing an exotic quest. After entering, locate a hive incubator. Somewhere to the strike, reach the end, use your deep sight ability to discover a platform that allows you to jump behind the statue near where you activate your deep sight. After jumping over, find another altar to place your second worm. You can really see that all you really need to do is finish the objective, and then at the very end there will be the deep sight ability that you'll be able to press on. After that, you're going to have to complete 3 patrols on the Throne World. I really shouldn't be having a lot of time on this because it's pretty much of a joke. So just go anywhere in the Throne World and do 3 patrols. Not too bad. After that, you're going to have to locate the second cryptolith ruin in the Queen's Ballet. Following the completion of your 3rd patrol, you'll be tasked with locating a second cryptolith ruin. This cryptolith ruin is in the Queen's Ballet on the Throne World. You gain access to it from the most northern point of the Florsunton Canal. When you arrive at the location, you will once be greeted by a Lucent Brood and a bunch of hive. This fight concludes with you, of course, obtaining the cryptolith. Discover and complete the Metamorphosis Lost Sector on the Throne World. So for the next time, you're going to be completing another Lost Sector in the Metamorphosis. Oh god. So this will be found in the Mishpi area in the Throne World. Basically, you just go and complete it. And again, like we have gone through this 2 times already, there will be another deep site interaction at the end of the Lost Sector, so you can place your 3rd hive worm. Then, you're going to be locating your final cryptolith ruin, which will be you going to the Alluring Curtain on the Throne World. You went to this area in the 7th mission of the campaign, so you'll be doing this again. Basically, you'll be navigating through the quagmire to the south, and then using Deep Sight to platform to an area where another group of hive and Lucent Brood await. This time, you'll be informed that there's no ruin, and you will retrieve a transmission urging you to continue. So it's very interesting here. You will need to then find and open a Deep Sight catch. As the transmission states, you need to locate one of these, continue onwards to a point where you fought the Lucent Brood, until you see an area to use your Deep Sight ability. After activating your ability, a series of platforms appears and torches on them. Shoot all 3 torches to ignite them, and a catch spawns back to where you activated Deep Sight. Finally, one of the steps I love the most is that you'll be doing the last Lost Sector on the Throne World. Yes, so you'll be completing the Extraction Lost Sector on the Throne World, which is in the Quagmire region, literally where you spawn in and where Finch is. It's only to the north of it, so it's not too bad. You'll go down, you'll, of course, use your Deep Sight at the very end of the Lost Sector after you kill the boss to place your final hive worm. Not too bad, not too bad. You would then return to Finch and pick up the hive casting exotic item, and this will take a space in your inventory, in your power weapon slot. So just have 1 space available for it, just to make sure you can carry it. So, something to be aware about. Take the hive casting through a new accessible parasicle. I hate these names. I seriously do. I hate them. The Parasite, we're just going to call it a Parasite mission. The next newable accessible exotic mission that has Parasite in the first name of it, which can be found in the middle of the Florsunton Canal. This mission requires you to charge a hive worm by running through energy wells in under 3 minutes while holding the hive worm. Enemies have less aggro, and you need to avoid hazards as you collect the energy from the wells. Once you have charged the hive worm, defend the hive worm while it performs a ritual before carrying to Mara's hub before it detonates. After delivering the hive worm, Mara forms the parasite and presents it to you to defend her, and then upon completion of the ritual, the exotic quest will come to an end, and you finally get the new exotic grenade launcher, the Parasite. So, as you can tell, this quest was very tedious, as it literally was asking you to go everywhere and do all the lost sectors and use your Deep Sight ability. It's not too bad, but it gets a little bit tedious. But after you do that, you'll be able to get this new exotic. This is one of the, actually, really good exotic, and it is powerful, and I hope the new buff for grenade launchers next season will make it even more powerful. But yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you guys did, then please subscribe and like. It means a lot, and I'll see you guys on the next video.